the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And they go back to Tony. It's complete this time.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
A gain of 4, and it's third down.
Now a carry here for their fullback. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side, he finds Slayton. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change. It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Looking to throw. Jones to Barkley on the check down. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Chargers 0.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a first and 10.
At their own 16. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Julian Love.
They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the...
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of this opening quarter.
And the Giants have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Chargers nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And
looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. They will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Mike 48. Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
Ekeler going to get it again on second down.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. Back to throw here, Herbert. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, first and 10 at the 34.
Herbert will give this one to Ekeler.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here's second and 10.
Hey, they're scared. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we don't like the 48.
On the give, this is Ekeler. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Mike 48. Run. Trap 60. 48 for Mike. I don't think you got it, son. Back up. Go.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Danny. Chance. Warrior 70. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we gonna Mike the 48 right now. Let's go. 3 buzz. Street. Motion me out. 19, Pioneer. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. Pace. Let's go.
They snap it to Herbert. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Jones now on 1st down.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. Jones will try and run with it.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Back to throw. Jones being chased out left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half. Gano for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Giants 28, Chargers nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off near the 44, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd.
Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and goal, Jones, he's got it. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Jones keeps it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Giants open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes this 35-0 now.
Chargers nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
48. Look, hey, we're going to make the 48 right now. Let's go. I'm coming.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 15 now. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones throwing on 1st down.
Open man right side is Tony.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. Touchdown, LA!
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2.
Now whistles and a timeout signal here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
From the 40 now on second down, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throwing, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Gano's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Williams brings it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
2nd down and 7.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Once more, here's Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones steps away to his left. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. That'll be complete to Breida. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Giants. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Chargers 6. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Jones following the fumble recovery. He'll throw. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. From the gun, Jones buying time to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You've got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Rolling to his right. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Akins. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones gets it quickly to Galladay. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Giants are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Chargers 6. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. That throw into the arms of Allen. He's by himself, Keenan Allen, the 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
And it's caught. And he's brought down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll look to throw now on first down. Once again, he finds Slayton. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. A big hole right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Bulldozes past him. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Dumps it off for Spiller. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about In your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Herbert back to the air. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by the rookie Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches,
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
They run with Breida. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.